Hello and welcome to Joe Gangi's Midwest Martial Arts Show. My name is Joe Gangi. I'd like to welcome you to our show. Today's guest is Irwin Cohen with the Uptown Judo Club. Again, judo means the gentle way. Irwin and his brothers, along with Bob Berman, are Olympic medalists. Their club is in Buffalo Grove. They're going to demonstrate some of the judo techniques, which brought along some junior national champions and some adult champions on it. So if you're interested in the art, if you are interested in the art of judo, please contact the Cohen brothers in Buffalo Grove, known as the Uptown Judo Club. Along with that, we're going to show women's self-defense with Sensei Bonnie and Liane Gangi on it, showing you some basic defense and some advanced defense. Children's or youth focus, we have Anthony Loiacano showing you some knife defense, and we have some of the kids from the classes from green belt level through junior black belt level demonstrating various self-defense technique. And what's unique about the show tonight is we're going to have some little girls showing you their way of doing self-defense. Again, when you're practicing self-defense, make sure you do it slow and then gradually speed up your movement. Again, accuracy and technique is everything. The more you muscle anything, the harder it is to execute, the less chance of it to work. Again, once you learn the technique or you have an idea as to how to use the technique, you would have to repeat it anywhere between 50 to 100 times. As the master would say, 300 times to set, 300 times to get an idea of what you're doing, and another 400 times to get close to mastering the technique, and then repeat the process 3 times over. So again, when you are working with your partner, make sure you're accurate. Then on with the show, we'll have Kamikaze Kevin Miller, national welterweight kickboxing champion, and he's going to go and show you, along with Anthony Loiacano, some of his training techniques, training tips as to what to do in combinations for kickboxing. The other thing, this is possibly our last show, I believe, for the year of '95. I would like to thank all the people that worked on the sets. I would like to thank all the people who donated their time, donated foods, donated equipment on it. Again, special thanks to Remo Martial Arts, special thanks to Gatsby's, and that's Gatsby's Restaurant and Bar for their great, outstanding food, and Remo Martial Arts for some of their sparring equipment. If you have any questions you would like to ask at the end of the show, we have an address where you could send us some mail, ask questions, ask where you could get in touch with some of our shows, upcoming shows such as regular tournaments, point fighting, judo tournaments, full contact championships such as kickboxing or ultimate fighting championship style of fights. Don't be shy. Get out there. Contact the school. Get involved in the martial arts. If you don't like martial arts, get involved into any kind of activities. Basically, after you watch the show, get off the couch and do something. Again, you want to be alive. You want to be active. The more you sit on that couch watching this TV, lesser chance you're going to be getting anywhere in life. Again, get up and do something. Or your parents, make sure when the kids are watching the show that they don't get up there and start beating on each other. Send them to a martial arts school. Again, check the schools out. Make sure they're getting proper instructions and equity instruction with the kids on it. Kids should not be taught the way the adults are. They should be basically taught at their level. And in regards to training, again, take your time, be aware, be prepared. Hi and welcome back. This is Joe Gangi's Midwest Martial Arts. Today we have self-defense and enemies. On my left, we have Sensei Bonnie Ross, and on the right, we have my wife, Liane Gangi. Today we're going to work some basic self-defense, and then we're going to work some advanced self-defense. Again, be aware and be prepared. Be careful while you practice this with your loved ones, especially your husbands, ladies. But again, practice makes perfect. Let's not forget that. Take it slow, and then repeat the techniques of anywhere between 10 to 50 times to get accuracy, practice, and conditioning. Okay. Thank you, Sensei Bonnie. You step up. We're going to have Liane, because she's going to do some basic movements. Now, one thing about different dress, you have jeans on, you have boots, especially cowboy boots on it, where you have like a point, you have a heel, a hard surface shoe. So now, when the approach comes in, she could execute, do a slow front kick with the tip of the shoe to the groin. This is good movement on it. Okay, do a little bit faster. Boom. Okay, as the opponent approaches, he comes towards you. Go into the groin. You could use the tip of the shoe again. Bam. You could use the heel. Bam. Again, done slow with the heel. Again, catching it to the groin with the heel there. Other things too, if you stand in ready position, as usually you see, a lot of guys in bars have what's called a bad BA attitude. I can say certain things on camera, but anyways. And you see this kind of approach on it. You could take the front kick, hit him with the top of the foot as he grabs, boom, driving it straight up to center. Okay, do that fast, then bam. Okay, now, that's your front kick approach. Side kick side, stand to this side, please. Okay. Now, the side kick, very simple. If the person reaches for you, get in a little bit tighter. Get in a little bit tighter, okay? Reach it out. Deflect with the hand, grab up, tuck the knee, fire. Now, when you're driving it out, use the heel and the side of it to concave the knee. Okay, so when you're doing this, do it slow. Boom. Okay, it could be down to the knee. Could be down to the hip area. Okay, it could be down to the last rib. Okay, but no higher. Okay, now so as you reach it, do a little bit faster. Boom, bam. Okay, go, bam, go. Bam. All right, good. Now, your next movement is what we call a back kick action. On your back kick action, you're just simply driving the heel back or snapping the heel up, depending on how you're doing. Now, what Liane's going to do, she's going to show you from this position, tucking her knee up and driving the heel directly back to the groin. Go. Bam. Okay, go until you touch. Go. Back. All right. Again, if you have heels on or spike boots, be careful when you're passing on. Okay, do it slow again. Okay. Do it fast, straight back. Okay. Go until you touch. And back out. Okay. Another way of doing it is what we call a rising heel, which means she's going to basically snap her heel straight up. This is good when you're in an in-tight situation. So when I'm in here, so again, coming straight up. Okay. So when you get grabbed, do it fast. Bam. Okay. Another good way to work your heels, okay, if you stand a little bit farther back here so the camera can catch us all, okay, is stomping the inside. So you get grabbed, stomping down. Again, the higher you lift the knee, the more impact you'll have coming straight down into the instep. Slow, bam, or scraping the edge onto the shin. Coming up, boom, okay, do it sideways, okay, edge down on the shin, boom, and back, okay? So again, so you have the heel side, you have what's called a stomping side. Now from the front angle, face me, okay? Different strikes with the hands, okay? Please demonstrate split fingers to the eyes, boom. And this is a very simple technique. Doesn't take much training. The opponent comes towards you, boom, go to the eyes, okay? Palm strike to the nose, boom, okay? Vertical fist to the face, boom, okay? And another thing that we like to show a lot of women, it's a jab, jab, cross. So she'll stand her left side out. Okay, go left side out, please. Switch up side, okay? She'll throw that as the person comes in, she could jab with that hand. Okay, she could jab again and then set up the cross. Boom, okay? Again, she'll go jab, jab, boom. Okay, again, jab, jab, boom. Okay, and then everybody's favorite, what we call mom's knee to the groin. Okay, very simple. You get caught in tight, driving the knee up again. All right, good. Okay, thank you, Liane. Okay, bow. Okay, okay. Okay, next we're going to have Sensei Bonnie here demonstrate a little bit more intermediate to advanced defense. Okay. Going to work, bow. Okay, going to work against the right hand. She's going to step to the inside. Okay, boom. Working the face, groin, elbow, wrapping the neck. Okay, boom. Hit into the body, elbow down, knee across. Bam. Okay. So again, some of the situation comes and coming in. You're going to jam, face, groin, elbow, wrap, knee, down, bam. Coming across the face there. Okay. Second situation is going to be primarily using legs. Okay, stand back a little bit more so we got a camera shot, okay? So you're going to sidestep again to the inside, boom. Hitting the groin, the side, and then crescent kick across the face area. Okay? Do that fast, ready, go. Boom, 1, 2, go, and across. Okay. Going to the outside zone as I'm coming in. I'm going to go to the outside, sidestepping, hitting the groin, checking the elbow, separating, hitting the groin, and then coming back into the body. We don't take this stuff lightly. Okay, reset again. All right, do a little bit faster. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Okay. Stand up from the opposite side. Okay, the mic is still on. Okay. Okay, now working against a left strike. She's going to sidestep to the inside. Boom. Hit the face, breaking the elbow from underneath, the knee in the groin, boom, area. Shihan's getting his workout tonight, okay? No problem, okay? Do it again. Side step, face, winding to the arm, knee to the groin, okay? Done a little bit faster. Set, go. 1, 2, and back. All right, good. Good job, okay? Next from this position, my mic, did I lose my mic? Still on, right? Okay. Little mic problem, no problem. This happens when we demonstrate on TV. Okay, now, your next thing is going to be wrist locking. Again, wrist locking should always be done with a stun, okay, under a controlled situation. So as your opponent grabs you, go, check, hit, wrist lock down, over, boom, and set. Okay, reverse position underneath, go grab, hitting, lock down, okay. Next we have what we call a fan. On a fan, your opponent's going to grab, check the hand, fan out, okay, kick the knee, drop back, and back, okay? So again, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now what you're going to do is once you get grabbed, you're going to check, you're going to make sure that your hand comes all the way around. See, that sets up the wrist lock. Once that sets up, you throw a kick, slow them down, then you're going to drop back and pressure's downward. Like that, it doesn't take much pressure. Again, what you have to work on, though, is proper manipulation of the wrist. So you could rotate the wrist counterclockwise. You could rotate the wrist clockwise. You could rotate the wrist vertical, downward. Or you could rotate the wrist vertical in an upward spiral. Okay? And don't forget, we have elbow locks, wrist locks, finger locks. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3. Rotation inside and out. Okay? Again, ladies, when you practice your martial arts, again, do it slow. Repeat it. Again, 10 to 50 times. And we get tired, repeat it again. Be accurate with your technique. Be aware, be prepared. Again, always be on top of the situation. The moment you're not, somebody will be on top of you. This is Shihan Gangi with self-defense in the 90s. Again, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Liane. Ready? Bow. Hi, and welcome back to Joe Gangi's Midwest Martial Arts. Today in Youth Focus, I'm going to be showing you some self-defense done by the youth department of our studio. On today's guest list, we have Anthony Loiacano, we have Kyle Siebert, Warren Karberg, we have Lisa Schmitz, okay, we have Azura Hawley, flew it out, there you go, okay, and we have Schuyler Ross. Today I'm going to show you some self-defense as to what some of the girls can do against some of the boys attacking them. Okay, face the camera, ready, bow, boom. Okay, set up your partner, please. Okay. Now what you do is you please rotate. That's at the ladies on this side, guys on the outside. Okay. Now we're going to have down the line, we're going to attack. So Anthony's going to attack first. Anthony attack. Lisa ready? Side step. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Elbow. Okay. Warren, go. Side. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Kyle, go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now they're going to attack all at once. Be ready to sidestep and defend yourself on that command. Ready? Hey! And reset. Okay, now we're going to have Schuyler is going to do her own thing first. Okay, Schuyler is going to be attacked by Kyle. Go. Okay. Okay, now Azura, ready? Hey! Okay, nice armbar. Okay, Lisa, ready? Hey! Go. Okay, now total defense, so you guys will attack all at once. Ready? Hey! Okay, now I'm going to show you some grabs. We're working some grab defense. You have ladies face the cameras, please. Turn around. Okay, Anthony, first grab. Bear up. Okay, work. Cut. Okay, reset again. All at once. Okay, let's be sharp. Let's be fast. Ready? Go! Let's get those kicks in there hard, guys. Let's show them. Let's show them what the women can do. Ready? Go! Hiya! Okay, good. Okay, next grab, besides the bear, I'm going to show defense from a choke position. Rear choke. Ready? Go. All right, hiya. Chin in, go. Come on. Bam, bam, bam. And reset. Okay, come on, fish part. Ready? Okay, move in a little bit closer. Ready? Pop. Okay, thank you, ladies. Can you walk up the set? Okay, next I have Warren and Kyle. Defense, and please stand back. Ready? Get in tighter, please. Okay. Warren's going to attack first. Kyle's going to defend. Ready? Hiya. And rear choke. Okay, reset again. Okay, now Kyle's going to attack. Warren will defend. Ready? Okay. Set. Okay, Warren will attack. Kyle will defend. Ready? Hiya. Ready? Kyle will attack, Warren will defend. Ready? Down punch. Okay, now facing the camera. Okay. Warren will do a bear hug against Kyle. Kyle will show you defense escaping under the bear hug. Ready? Go. Switch. Now Warren will show you his touch on it. Ready? Go. Alright, reset. Okay, nice kick. Okay, now Warren come around. Rear choke. Go. Okay, switch. Okay, ready? Go. Okay, and set. Okay. Face each other. Ready? Bosh. Okay, thank you. Anthony, come up. Okay, next what we're going to show, between myself and Anthony, we're going to show you some knife defense. Again, what I want to make a point out when you're working knife defense to make sure that all possibilities, if you do get attacked with somebody with a knife, you get a chance to run or get away by throwing dirt, water, whatever, coffee, flinging anything at them, and run out of there, please do so. Don't stand your ground unless absolutely positively you have to be there. I'm going to show you some defense against some knife stabs after you grab the knife. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, he's back by popular command. Alright, now, what I'm going to do is defense against a straight lunging knife. Again, we teach this from junior kids to adults. Okay, straight lunging knife. Okay, down slow. He's going to sidestep. Boom. It's a hand release. Wrist like downward. And then finish downward. Okay. Outside slash movement. Outside slash movement is a movement coming from the outside. Break your feet. Go. Okay. Slow. As the attack comes in, he steps to the inside, spreads the arm, hits the neck, hits the groin, dislocates the elbow, secures the arm break, and that's it. That should basically do it. Dislocate the elbow from the inside out. Okay. Reverse slash action. Some coming in, jamming, choking out. Okay. So what happens, the knife attack comes in, he's going to move behind me, he's going to trap the arm, little, secure the elbow, coming around, and trap. So there, you hear this, means stop, I'm in a lot of pain, let go. Okay. Next action you're going to get is coming overhead attack, slowly, okay? Or overhead into the groin area and rip it out. Very simple, so again, show from that end. Okay, so as I'm coming in, he's stepping, get in the groin area. Okay? Now another thing you can do against the overhead knife is as the attack comes in, is what's called sidestep run kick to the groin area. Just coming in, yeah. Again. Alright. Now, if the knife comes in lunging at face area, you get caught to the inside. You can block and use a variety of different attacks. Okay. Facing. Off this camera. Off. Thank you. Warren and Kyle, come back up. Now I show you that the junior or small kids can do it. They're going to show knife defense with each other. Okay, step this side. Okay. Warren's going to attack straight and linear knife. Ready? Hey! Arm march for control. Again, ready? Hey! Sit, boom, and down. Okay? Okay, exchange knives. Okay, now Kyle's going to come with an outside slash toward Warren's neck. Pitching a little bit tighter so the audience can see what you're doing. Okay, ready? Hey, sit. Okay, slow so you see what's happening. So basically you see the same format. Okay, slow, go. Okay, blocking, back, drawing, arm, sweep down, and finish. Okay, yes, sir. Okay, reverse, like I said, so now the knife is coming backwards across the neck. Ready? Go. Sit. 1, 2, arm right down again. Same philosophy, okay? Do it fast. Go. Sit. 1, 2, and down. Okay. Switch. Okay. Overhead knife attack. Overhead. Ready? And again, you notice the move is relatively fast. You dodge the movement, go right to the groin. Ready? Hey, go. Okay. Switch. Now, Kyle is going to show you how to do this by, instead of going to the groin, he's going to show you how to sidestep and kick low. Ready? Hey. Boom. And you can follow up with a right. Okay. Okay. Face each other. Bop. Okay. Face the camera. Bop. Okay. Walk off camera. Okay. Pieces coming up. Okay. I'm going to show you some defense now against the front. Bop. Okay. Raise that position against the front grab. So basically when I grab, she's going to break the grip underneath. Boom. Strike the face. Boom. Again. Boom. And then kick to the groin. Bang. Okay. Do this roll over fast. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now, when I show you doing this, you scream real loud. Ready? Go. Okay. One more time. Get closer. Ready? Go. All right. Good. Thank you, Bob. Schuyler, coming up. Okay. Show a smaller variation of the same thing. Ready? Go. Okay. Ready? Again. Set. Go. Right. Yeah, good job. Okay, let's start coming up. Okay. One more time again. So a variation of this. Ready? Go. Okay. Change hands real fast. Ready? Face me again. Set. Go. All right. Good. Bob. Okay. You come on for Bob, please. Okay. Now again. Make sure that when you are working, get in closer, please. Okay, get in closer for the shot, tight shot. There you go. Okay, when you're working these techniques at home, make sure you don't slow it. Seek professional help. Means try to get yourself into a martial arts studio with a good instructor. Again, self-defense is to be done slowly until each move is mastered. Not defense. Make sure, again, if the knife comes at you, first things first, get out of the way. Somebody shows you a knife, get away with it. Again, our philosophy, say no to drugs, avoid gangs, have fun with your family, join an activity. That's it, a big smile for the camera. There you go. All right, great job, guys. Okay, we'd like to thank Sensei Ellen for directing the show tonight and all the parents who brought the children in. Thank you very much. And we'd like to thank Gatsby's for the fine food. You ready? Bye. Thank you.
To our In Focus segment of the program. I'm Mark Walston, along with, of course, Shihan Joe Gangi. Hello. And today we have the pleasure of having Irwin Cohen, a member of Olympic teams past, and I'm a little bit excited because we've got some really interesting stuff to talk about today. He's from the Uptown Judo Club in Buffalo Grove, and Irwin, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
It's nice to meet you.
You have the club with your brother Steve Cohen and Bob Berlin. There's three of you out in Buffalo Grove. And I guess I'd like to ask you, what is judo?
Judo's a sport. It's an Olympic sport. And it was derived from the martial art of jiu-jitsu back in the late 1800s. Jiu-jitsu has three major techniques. It has throwing, it has grappling and submission holds, and it has itemi, which is striking techniques. Well, when judo was developed, it was developed so it could be practiced without anybody getting injured at 100%. So what they did is they took out the striking techniques. They taught you how to fall, so when you get thrown, you throw with control and you throw with force, so nobody gets injured. And the submission holds, they taught you how to tap or how to submit, and you tap like that, that means you give up. So you could practice judo, and it's practiced throughout the world, and competition throughout the world without injury.
I know I've been familiar with it since I was a kid, but I had no idea that it had been around for 100 years. And it started where in Japan?
Well, it started in Japan, and it started very slowly. Then the disciples of Professor Kano, who kind of invented the sport of judo. Originally it was called Kodokan Judo, because that was the name of the school. And his disciples went out throughout the world and gave demonstrations, and eventually moved to Europe and Africa and the U.S. His most famous disciple, and I forget his name, he taught President Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt, back in the teens, in 1900, 1920, you know. And then it just kind of evolved, and in 1964, when the Olympics were in Tokyo, they each host country is allowed 2 sports, and judo was one of them, and that's where it got started.
I guess the first time that I became familiar with judo was in the Olympics, but what Olympics did it start in? How long ago?
Well, it started in 1964 in Tokyo. There was 4 divisions. There was a lightweight, which was 140, a middleweight, which was like 165, a light heavy, which was like 180, and then a heavyweight. There was 4 divisions. Japanese thought they were going to dominate all 4 divisions. Unfortunately, there was this big Dutchman named Anton Geesink.
Yeah. Van Geesink?
Anton Geesink from Holland, who won the heavyweight division, and he's the first non-Japanese to win a world championship or an Olympics. In 1969 Mexico Olympics, it was voted on unanimously, and in '72 it was a full medal sport for men only. In 1988 we had women's judo as a demonstration sport, and in 1992 it was a full medal sport for women. Matter of fact, it's the only combatant sport for women that's a full medal sport in the Olympics.
Can you give me a little bit of an idea of the popularity of judo? I know it's a big sport, but I don't think a lot of the viewers really understand how popular it is.
Well, if you narrow it down in the U.S., you know, it's really not that popular. But if you look at it through world championships and Olympic Games, it's probably one of the top 3 most popular sports in the world. More countries competed in the '88 and '92 Olympics in judo than any other sport. We have between 30 and 50,000 registered players in the U.S. Take a small country like France, which is about the size of Illinois. They have over 1 million registered judo players. So if you look at it in terms of training a team, if each registered player pays $25, $30 to their organization, they have a $15, $20, $25, $50 million budget to train athletes. You know, whereas with $30,000, you know, if we have a $30 registration fee, that's about $900,000. So that's as an American athlete competing in world competition, that's the disadvantage that we see. Japan has has way over 1 million players. Germany has about 800,000. Russia has the former Soviet Union had over 1 million players. Belgium's very strong. Holland's very strong. Czechoslovakia is very strong. Hungary is a world power now. Of course, Korea is very strong. So it seems like every European country and the Orient is extremely strong and has registered players up into the several hundred thousands to over 1 million.
Steve, does government backing have a lot to do with regarding to the teams and everything else? Would you say with the other countries, or the government really supplements their training?
It's either government subsidized or it's corporate subsidized. In Japan, it's both. In Korea, it's both. Germany has the sponsorship of their city and national funding. France, it's giant, both corporate funding and government funding. So these countries, you're seeing funding from both government and corporation. Our NGB, we have no national sponsors and we have no corporate funding. We get a budget from our from the U.S. Olympic Committee, which is around $1 million, and that's what we have to train our athletes and run a national organization. So we're at a distinct disadvantage.
Yeah, it's that regard.
Competing on the world level.
Let me ask you a question that I've posed to Sheehan also in past shows. What age did you really start getting involved and your interest peaked, and when did you really decide to get involved in judo?
Well, I started judo at the age of 8. Again, my father took me to a YMCA which had it. They wanted my father wanted me to take an individual contact sport. He saw the different attributes that you could get from an individual contact sport, like self-confidence, like humility, and learning how to fight, stand on your own, and compete against somebody else. Whereas in team sports, if you're not a very good athlete, you're pushed to the back and you never get the chance. And the top athletes that compete in team sports, they really don't need the self-confidence because they're very good. It's the kids that really need it that don't get it, because all the team sports all the top positions and all the playing time goes to the elite athletes.
But still, in the beginning, you struck on a good point. I mean, I was in sports myself. I lettered in 5 sports. Mm-hmm. But the whole point is, when you're a youngster, it does really help you with the confidence. Well,
the great thing about judo and any other individual sport in the martial arts, every child does the same thing as everybody else. Whether it's kickboxing or taekwondo or kung fu or karate. I mean, if you have 100 kids there and they do 100 kicks, they all do 100 kicks. Right.
So it's not so individualized like some of our American sports.
Well, that's true. That's true. But if a kid that's not so talented, not so coordinated, really wants to strive to be great, he could do 150 kicks. Mm-hmm. Right. Whereas in basketball or baseball or football, the kid will never ever get a chance to play the best positions and be the star of the team.
That's a good point. And I think that also goes along with Sheehan's area of sport also. I think this sport in general, both of yours, is much more user-friendly to a child, whereas, say, baseball, you have a pitcher and he's like the star, whereas in your sports, it's more of an equal level, and a child can develop and progress on his own without having the pressure of being singled out so much in the beginning and in the early stages.
Well, the first thing we do is we de-emphasize winning and losing, and we put the emphasis on work ethic and trying. And there, if a kid falls down or if he loses, we pick them up, we brush them off, and we send them on. Winning and losing really plays no part. We want to see a kid develop and improve. So if he starts here, we want to see him here. Whether here is a world champion or a junior national champion is irrelevant. He's improved. And that's what we want to see. And then again, if a kid that's not so coordinated, not so talented, but has the heart and the determination, he could rise above all these great athletes. And that's the nice thing about our sports.
I'd like to ask you real quick. You won national championships at a very young age. We'd like to get right into some of your real high points that I find very admirable. You went to the Olympics. Could you give me a little bit of an idea of the first Olympic you went to and how that all came about?
Well, I was basically on the first Olympic team that was a full medal, when it was a full medal sport. That was in 1972. That was Munich, West Germany, and it was the experience of my lifetime. Never have I ever experienced anything like being on an Olympic team, marching in, opening ceremonies with all these great athletes.
My brother was there.
It's
As
a
spectator.
it's a fantastic feeling, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world or all the money in the world. I was the alternate in the '76 Olympics. Political reasons kept me off the team. Then I went on to coach. I coached Bobby, my student, who took a silver medal in the '84 Olympics. I coached Bobby and Steve in the '88 Olympics, and I was the men's coach for the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona. That's my Olympic experience. Each Olympics were exciting. The experience was different. Nothing compared to my first Olympics in 1972. I had a great time. Barcelona's a beautiful city, and I had a great time. And coaching, I coached the silver medalist in 78 kilos, which was fantastic. And the experience was unbelievable.
Well, that's great. And you had your club in the Rogers Park area, and now you have since moved out to Buffalo Grove. You were with the Park District for a little while, and now where is your...
Well, we're in Buffalo Grove. We're 1616 Barclay. We're part of Buffalo Grove Park District. We teach their beginning programs. We also teach Lake Forest beginning program, Highland Park District's beginning program, and Northbrook's beginning programs. We have 14, 15 junior national champions, and we have 2 kids that are going to try out for the '96 Olympic team. And they're both favorites.
Well, it's been a real pleasure to meet you and to talk with you today, and I wish you the best of luck and good fortune with the club, and hope everything goes
Well, thank
great.
you, and I enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
Shihan, Master?
Thanks.
Enjoyed it. All right.
That's it for In Focus for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, and welcome back to In Focus. Today's guest, Irwin Cohen, with the Uptown Judo Club and the Uptown Judo team. Welcome back. Anita, can you give us the names of the team members? First we have? Danny, last name, Danny?
Satinsky.
And next, your name?
Landon Gizbrug.
Okay, and?
Jason Wright. Max Quinlan. Katie Younger.
Mark Cohen.
Aaron Cohen.
RJ Cohen.
Thank you. They're going to demonstrate for us some judo techniques, some throws, and some grappling. Okay, Sensei Cohen, take it away.
Thank you.
Have a bow in, please. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot,
Take it
Joe.
away.
All right, we're going to start with our 6-year-olds. Danny and Landon are 6 years old. They're all,
He's 7.
today's Landon's birthday. He's 7 years old today. Come on out here. They are both junior national champions. They won the title in July of '95 in Austin, Texas. What they're going to demonstrate is they're going to demonstrate a couple standing techniques, some throws, and then some pins. All right, bow. Let's go. That's drop seonagi. It's tao tosh. Osoto gari. Ooh, right in. You okay?
That's all right, fine.
Yeah. Yeah. You okay? We grow them tough. We grow them tough. All right, we're going to show some groundwork, some newaza. Get down. All right, go ahead. Well, somebody go. Go ahead, hurry up, hurry up. All right. This is a osai komi, or a pin. For competition, we have to hold it down for 30 seconds. All right, do sankaku, Danny. This is a turnover. You like that curtain? Very good. Okay, that's good. You're going to see a lot of the moves that these kids did that the older kids are going to do. They're going to basically do the same moves, bow out. All right, but with a little more speed, a little more force. All right, good, over here. Next two are Jason and Max. Jason's 8-year-old champion, and Max was last year's 8-year-old champion. He didn't fight this year at the Nationals. Go ahead, do your stuff. Go. All right, that's Yoko Tomoe. It's Tao Tosh. You're going to see a little more force and a little more power and a little more speed as they get older. Go. Stay down there. Sankaku, let's go. Tie it up. All right. All right, Max, you do one more. Do a move. It's called a half right into a pit. Again, we have to hold down for 30 seconds. That's good. All right, up and bow out. Very good. Our next two is Katie and Mark. Mark was a 10-year-old national champion last year, and Katie is a 10-year-old national champion this year. All right, bow, let's go. Let's go. Let's pick up the speed. That's it. Now you're seeing the same throws, a little different one. That's a fireman's. You're seeing the same throws that the young ones do. They're just a little more explosive. All right, that's good. Bow out. All right, now you're going to see the older ones over here. Over here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get up. Okay. Two more throws. Come on. All right. Stay. Get down, Aaron. Now you're going to see some submission holds. Juji, hurry up. This is an arm lock, a submission hold. All right, Aaron, choke. Now you're going to see a choke. Go ahead. You see the tap? When he taps twice, that means he submits on your back. Juji. Here's another arm lock. Again, putting pressure on the elbow joint. All right, yeah, Cuban. This is a move that was invented by a Cuban champion. All right, we're going to show you a few more throws. Come on, do a couple more. We're going to do a little more simulated free practice or fighting. Go. That good? All right, that's good. Bow out. Very good, very good.
Sensei Cohen, excellent demonstration. Thank you, people, for being on the show. It's an excellent presentation of judo. Mr. Irwin Cohen, thank you for being on the show at the Uptown Judo Club.
Thank
Any
you for
last
inviting.
closing words?
Joe, I want to thank you for inviting us, and everybody, let's thank Joe.
Okay, again, remember Uptown Judo Club in Buffalo Grove. Hi, hello, and welcome back to Kickboxing with Kevin Kamikaze Miller on the left and Anthony Loiacano. Today, Sensei Kevin, welterweight champion, was going to show you some combinations from kickboxing and different training methods from the kickboxing regime that you'll find across the United States. And again, when you're working with kickboxing techniques, make sure you have proper equipment on, proper wraps, and your opponent is going to be able to take a beating without complaining. Again, these are my two step kids. Why? Because they step all over me. Take it away, Sensei Kevin. Bye.
Welcome to Midwest Martial Arts. What we're first going to get into today, Anthony, if you grab the mitts, we're going to work into what we call focus mitt training, training with the pads. The first thing you always want to do and remember is you treat the pads like an opponent. If you treat pads like equipment, that's what you're going to get out of it, just like you're hitting a bag. You always want to act like you have an imaginary opponent in front of you. What I'm first going to work into, I'm going to work into some hand combinations combined with some feet. Good kicking drills and hand combinations put together. I'm going to start out with, I'm going to work jab, cross. I'm going to work a left hook to a high round kick to the head. We're going to slow. Jab, cross, hook to round kick. It's a good combination. What I want to do is I want to throw the jab, cross. When I throw this hook, if I can get him to duck in any way after the hook, I'm going to move his head right into my round kick. So I go jab, cross. One more. Fast. Excuse me, my mic's falling here. Next combination, what I'm going to work into is kind of going to the opposite. I want to move his head off of my right hand into my left foot. So in this one, I'm going to throw a jab, I'm going to throw a hook, throw the right hand cross, and bring my left foot right up into his head. So I'm throwing jab, throw the left hook, throw the cross, left foot into his head. Okay, good. Next, you're going to mix up. I'm going to throw a feint with my lead hand off of the jab. I'm going to go into the body, throw a right hand, throw a hook to a spinning back fist. Step up a little bit, Anthony. So I throw the feint, left feint, front kick, cross, hook, bam. Throw the spinning back fist. When I throw the spinning back fist, I don't want to try and muscle my arm in. I want to relax it so it kind of cuts an angle and slides right in like a whip. I'm coming off, bam, bam, bam. I cut a little bit of an angle out to his outside with my left foot. Okay. Mix it up. I can throw that combination. I can go right back in the front one. Bam, bam. And go right back up high to the top. Okay, taking the mitts off. I'm going to go into the kicking shield. A lot of people often ask me, what do you do a lot to work your legs into strength of kicking? Repetitious kicking, constant, over and over and over again. So if I was to come up, I may do a 2-minute round of just working my front kick with my lead leg, just working it off. And I may work 2 minutes just with my rear, working my rear. I can work just a quick snappy front kick. I can work pushing it through. I can just work, switch my legs up a little bit and just keep pounding the kicks in. Same thing, working a side kick. I can work bam, just right off the bat, popping my side kick out. I can work driving a little bit, just back and forth. I just want to keep popping that leg out. While I'm doing it, I can mix it up, throw in some hand combinations with it. Coming back, I can work into my spinning back kick. Spinning off a little bit. Holding your body so it doesn't fly so much. I can work the same combinations, working right up. I just want to bring my foot right into it. Constant kicking. Okay, switch to the blue pad. Another one, what I may do, I switch the pad up so his hands are free. Working body kicking, cutting my angle hard into the body. What I want to do is just roll my leg in. Roll that leg into the body. So you notice I'm keeping my hands up at all times because I can feint, boom, on my opponent, back and forth. Spin around a little bit. Working that leg right into the body. I keep my hands up. Now switch up, switch around again. I may do the same thing, switch. off my left leg, cutting into the body. I'm rolling my leg again. I may work with a jab. Just work it up. Okay, good. Take the pads off. Grab your hand mitts. Coming back, now we're going to work a little bit of parrying with the hands. What I do back and forth, I'm going to show you a little different openings just off of a boxer's jab, things that I can do. He's going to throw a jab. I'm going to parry off of that jab, bam, and I come right back. So, now I can just turn it into a left hook now. Same parry, bam, throwing a left hook. Okay, now same parry again, throw again. Bam, I'm throwing a right hand off of it. I'm parrying the hand out of the way, bam, and hitting that opening. Kind of getting the effect right over the hand. That's why they're calling the right cross the right cross. I'm actually crossing over his lead hand. Now coming up, I may feint off of the same parry, throw the jab again, into the body with a hook. A nice hook, uppercutting into the body. I may come underneath into the head. Again. Now off of his rear hand. He throws a right cross. I'm going to parry with the lead hand. Bam, bam. I got a clean opening. I parry. I'm cutting a small angle to the outside. Boom, boom. Look at the opening. It sets me up for kicking too. So I set it up. Bam, bam. Now the next one. He throws it again. I got the option going to the body with a left hook. Go again. Left hook. Again. I got the option of going with the right hand to the body. The same angle, just moving a little bit out of the way. Bam, bam. To get those ribs. Go. Boom, boom. I can open this up. I can go here. I can go here. I'm moving around my opponent's hands. Instead of me just, him throwing a punch and me backing up and moving away, I'm using this as my advantage. As he throws, boom, boom, boom. I'm opening up a combination. One more thing that we do, a lot of times to get into a sparring shape, just moving back and forth. I may throw a few techniques. Anthony throws them back. Go.
Okay, those are some sparring combinations with Sensei Kamikaze Kevin. Okay, last few words.
Train hard.
Train hard. Okay, this is Shihan Joganji with Kevin. Getting closer, guys, again. With Kamikaze Kevin Miller and Anthony Loiacano. Thank you very much. See you at the next show. Ready? Hey. Hi, welcome to Samurai Tales, or a tail end of our story. On today's Samurai Tale, we have the story about the individual who wanted to become a ninja. Basically, he came to a ninja master known as Stephen Hayes. He's basically America's foremost ninjutsu practitioner on it, and he wanted to learn the art of ninjutsu. And mind you, basically what he was told to do is to show up to class. And upon entering the class, he noticed that everybody was wearing regular street clothes as opposed to, wearing the formal ninjutsu wear, which is the mask, the hand grips, the pants, and all the ninja gear on it. And he was very disappointed. And he went up to Master Hayes and asked about, well, if this is a ninjutsu class, why isn't everybody dressed in gear? And basically what the tale involves is that if you are looking for a ninjutsu school, you have to learn that it's not a matter of just what you wear. Ninjutsu is a way of life, and you have to understand their philosophies on it. An example, if you want to be a ninja, let's say you go to a shopping mall such as Woodfield, you're not going to wear your ninja garb. You have to wear normal clothing. People say a ninja has to be one with the environment, and that's basically it. If it's snowing outside, you're not going to wear black clothes. You want to wear something light. If you're in, let's say, in the jungle, you don't want to wear something white. You want to wear camouflage gear. In the middle of the night, you don't want to wear white. You want to wear black. Okay, but anyways, a lot of people, kids go into a ninjutsu type class and expect to be wearing the full camouflage gear. or they want to wear the full black gear and so forth on it. And anyway, the tale of the story was Master Hayes put him in a room, and this is an idea that I thought of like this, put him in a room, and to become a ninja, he had to find the master. And guess what? There was nobody in the room for an hour except the individual himself. And that's the first tail end of our story. A second tail end is basically a ninjutsu story about the gentleman who came out and didn't believe that anybody in the United States could be a true martial arts master. And upon coming into the school, he says, how can you put on a black belt and so forth where the only masters are actually from the Orient? And that's basically more of an ego thing, thinking that the only people that could be any good in the martial arts are people from Asian countries on it. There are many masters who are from, an example, Europe, South Africa. You have many masters from the African countries. You have some masters from from Brazil, South America, and a lot of excellent masters in North America. So to have an individual come up and say basically that nobody can be a master unless you're either from Asia, Japan, Korea, or China, that's totally absurd on it. When you enter a school, the moral of this story is on to give credit to the master for his ranking and his ability. Again, you know, there's good people and there's bad people. You have to watch and remember one thing. When you're in the martial arts, without doing a background check, and with the masters, no matter what country is from, what you get is totally upon how you check out the systems, the style, the individual, and the knowledge behind the master of the school. This is Shihan Gangi, sign off for Samurai Tales. And this is our tail end of our story. Thank you, and have a great day.
Hi, we're bringing you a little bit of action from the first Battle of the Masters. This is Angelo Rivera throwing Cliff Jordan. Looking forward to the second Battle of the Masters, November 25th, 1995 at St. Andrew's Gym in Chicago. A little bit of battling while they're on their feet. Angelo Rivera doing a throw on Cliff Jordan, and then a little bit of grappling on the ground. Showing you a little bit of an excerpt from this fight. This was one of the preliminary matches. And here we're going to be switching over and showing you a little bit of second round action. This is Bob Schirmer and Kevin Marino. Quite a bit of size difference here. Bob Schirmer, the better thrower, is looking to get a throw on Marino, but Marino is anticipating that, sits down against the ropes, and really makes it a long battle. This was a long fight, very tedious, a lot of work for both men. That's Bob Schirmer in the white trunks, by the way, or the white pants. The next Battle of the Masters will be November 25th at St. Andrew's Gym in Chicago. If you're interested in any information, there's a number at the end of this program. You can give us a call. Here's a little bit of action between Angelo Rivera and Pat Miletich. Miletich is a Muay Thai fighter, karate, and also was a wrestler in college, showing quite a bit of that experience and putting it to quite a bit of practical use here in the ring at the Battle of the Masters. He is also going to be at the Battle of the Masters too, and we're looking forward to seeing him. Very experienced fighter. I think you could tell by the expression on Rivera's face. He wishes he had a little bit more training or few people to ask some questions of. Again, Miletich in the controlling position, looking for some openings to start pounding on Rivera. When the time is right, you can be assured that he will do it. In our last show, we showed you a little bit of action between Miletich and Matsumoto. Again, looking forward to seeing everybody at the Battle of the Masters 2. These are some excerpts from the Battle of the Masters 1. Thank you.